Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we are gonna be talking about Charlotte Pudding from One Piece. She is one of the members, one of the daughters of the Big Mom Pirates, and you will ask why I'm gonna be talking about her today. Basically, I think she is a very important character right now in the story, with what's happening in the Poneglyphs, what's happening with Blackbeard, and all of these things. I don't think people is aware of her being captured yet, and this happened a couple of sagas ago in a mini story. We have seen her in the anime already as well, captured, talking with the jailers there inside the Blackbeard pirate ship and everything. But basically, I think she holds the key for whatever is going to be happening in this second end of the story, let's say, because we had the first part of the story with Marineford and everything, and then now we have a new world. It's kind of another war is gonna happen that Oda said is gonna be crazy compared to what we have seen with in Marineford. Okay, so she, apart from being very important, and she is from a very special and extinct race, the Three-Eye tribe. Okay, we only know so far one character, and this is her. We know as well the father, at some point, Big Mom had to meet someone, older generation person, to be able to have the daughter, obviously, but it's never been mentioned again, so we can assume that that man was eliminated or killed, probably by Big Mom herself, because it is not a good business for her if someone else can have as well a person with disabilities. Extra abilities that she has is basically that with this third eye that she has, she is able to awaken it, and by awaken it, read Poneglyphs and probably do other magical things in this One Piece world. Okay, so we see various races like this in One Piece. We have the Lunarians, we have the Buccaneers, you know, races from ages ago that right now they are with no place in the world. They have been eradicated by the One Piece world government, by the Gorosei, Imu, and all these people, by the Tenryubitos. We know a few of them, obviously, like Kuma, Albert. That Albert is king in Kaido's crew. That's his original, his name actually. We know Pudding too. So, and one thing is that all these characters have some sort of very sad past, and very, you know, she was absolutely bullied by the other kids, by the brothers even, by the siblings even, and when she was a kid, and it was a very sad thing to see. Her expression of despair is too much to witness, to be honest. Like many people from these races, they suffer these things, like the treatment that Kuma had with the father, that was crazy, the experiments on Albert to kind of unravel the Lunarians mysteries and everything, and they had to suffer a lot. And One Piece, Oda is a master of treating real problems, real life problems, like in this case discrimination and slavery and things like that, in a very touching way, that you watch it and you feel identified even if you don't belong to a minority and things like this. It is, I find it very incredible, the power of world build and the power of cartoonization, not in a comical way, but in a adaptation from a real thing, like can be discrimination and slavery, that I put as an example, and other topics that One Piece touches, 1,000 topics like this. And I find him to be a great artist. I always call him like a titan of creativity, because the ability to cartoonize this in this aspect and make it a story readable in a cartoon format like this, it is something to be checked, because it is good. And on top of that, you are watching cartoon, that this is anime cartoon drawings and manga, and it is making you feel, it is making you understand the feelings of these characters, and yeah, it makes you think, even if you never actually realized about these things. You are very young maybe, and you never realized about these problems of the world. This makes everything be in a perspective, you know. I want to make her smiling. I'm drawing her with the cook outfit that she is wearing when they are preparing the backup cake for to calm down Big Mom. Sanji, her, and the rest of the chefs there. The sister as well, Chiffon. Chiffon is the twin of Lola. They are preparing this cake to palliate, to calm down Big Mom that it's in a fit, because the original cake has been destroyed in whole cake during the wedding, okay? Sanji's and Pudding wedding that it never end up happening, but yeah, that is basically the whole plot, the whole story of whole cake, okay? So, who is Pudding? Okay, Pudding is the 35th daughter of the Charlotte Linlin, okay, of the Big Mom family, and she's part. I said part 3i tribe because Big Mom is not this race. The father was. She was arranged in matrimony with Big's monk Sanji by their parents. So Big Mom and judged Sanji's father. They arrange this thing to kind of create more power in the ranks, and on top of that, take advantage of each other. Judge wanted to take advantage of Big Mom by having her net of contacts and the power of a Jonko, and she wanted the same to use the cloning aspects and systems that Judge has in place, okay? Because for all of those who maybe just watch One Piece a little bit and you don't go much into details and things like this, Sanji's father, Judge, he was member of Mats with Vegapunk and Caesar Clown, and Stussy was there as well, and we have there Queens as well, and all these guys, they brilliant scientists in different fields, and Sanji's father's specialty basically was to do cloning, okay? So all the brothers, Sanji, they are 4 kids, there are 4 brothers and 1 older sister. All of them are they on the womb, on the mother's womb, were modified genetically, and they have some aspects, some different aspects, I think, of different races, okay? And yeah, it's a very nice saga, the Big Mom saga, with the whole Sanji story, and it is giving us the second flashback, let's say, the second flashback for Sanji. Very interesting. I love this kind of second point of views that Oda is giving us from all the characters. I talk about this in many of my videos, but yeah, basically, let's focus in Pudding. That is what I want to talk about today, okay? So all this arrangement, this marital arrangement that happens, it ends up in a big mess with Luffy and company crashing the wedding, everyone attacking, Capone Veggie there as well. It goes very crazy there. So do we like Pudding? Do we like her? Yes. She actually falls in love with Sanji, with his gentleman ways, with his sweet way of treating her, that no one treated her like that before, and it is very beautiful kind of connection that she makes with him. And by the end of the party, of the wedding party, the tea party is called, she gave him a kiss off screen, and she helped him escape. Basically, she gave him a kiss, and she deleted that memory from his brain, so he could escape freely from Whole Cake without having the burden of, oh my god, I'm leaving this girl behind and this girl is in love with me, blah blah blah. So, and it is very, that was very noble thing that she did for Sanji, and it needs to come back to us. It needs to, at some point, to come back and be Sanji the one who is saving her. I will explain this in a moment, but there are many things that are gonna be happening soon in the story, and all of them, I think, are gonna be triggered by Pudding being kidnapped. Okay, that is where she is at the moment, that I will explain as well in a second. So with when that happened, that she deleted the memory, she cried so much. She's crying like a kid on the floor and everything. I cried so much when I read that the first time as well. One Piece, it brings many emotions to the reader. And is there kind of any particularity that Pudding has? And because you may be asking, what are you talking about that she deleted the memory? How she could do that? Yes, but basically she has the Memo Memo fruit, the Memo Memo Nomi, and that allows the user to extract memories from their head, and it looked like a film, like a storyboard, like a cut of a film, okay? And she can cut them, delete some parts, modify them, add some parts. That's a very top power, very crazy power, and very unused in the story. She only used it a couple of times for a specific things, but to be honest, I can't wait to see more about this. And I think it is gonna be... as I said, I think it's gonna be key for the story. Let's draw a little bit more. I made the hair, I made the dress a little bit longer. I think I like it a little bit more longer. And now I'm gonna be doing here the shoes that she's wearing, these kind of high heels with a strip here. I don't want to do it big, because it's looking very sweet like this. Yeah, I don't normally draw girls, and it is very nice video, so this is kind of a special video. Feel free to give your feedback, share your opinion, talk about Pudding, talk about other girls that I may have in the channel. I drew Nami the other day as well, and I have the Stusik drawing as well, that is very nice, and things like this. So what I want to do is this kind of bell shape. So it comes like this, the dress, and then it goes out, okay? And it has this, it goes like this, and then it does like this, and then it does like this again. It's like number 8. It's doing like this. It goes out, and again inside like this, okay? And it has these kind of little lines going in, like giving this shape to the skirt, okay? The skirt that she's wearing, and she is wearing as well the apron, because she's cooking the cake here. Okay, we will make it something like this, maybe. Yeah, something like this is good. And again, we do these little sweet lines here at the bottom, like this. A lot of freckles, a lot of frills and things here, and this is very girly aspect. She is sometimes very violent and very vile and everything, and sometimes very sweet like here, and it is very nice character design for Pudding, to be honest. And let's do just kind of walking there a little bit. I need to make this one a little bit bigger, okay? And these lines here, looking nice. Looking nice. Maybe I cut a little bit, let's move it a little bit up. I cut a little bit the leg here on the video when I was drawing it, but I think it's nice. There's no problem there. I want to make her, in this moment she's sweet, but sometimes when she changes, she opens the third eye and it goes really crazy. So what is happening with Pudding at the moment? So she is currently captured by the Blackbeard pirates. While everything is going on, you know, after Whole Cake that Luffy escapes in the main story, most of the crew, the Big Mom crew, leaves chasing Luffy. You know, Peroperos takes a massive army to kind of capture Luffy. Big Mom is following him as well. They end up in Kaido and everything. So Kusan, Old Aokiji, and Auger from the Blackbeard pirates, both of them infiltrate Whole Cake and defeat a very wounded Cracker. They freeze Chocolate Town and capture Pudding. And we're like, we don't know why are they there, what are they doing. In the anime it's shown very nice, but in the manga, in the cover stories, it is shown very subtle, that you don't know what is happening, you don't know who are they, why are they attacking, and what is the purpose of this attack, okay? So I think it is very obvious in the anime. I like it more when it's secretive, like in the manga. Okay, so why would you ask? Well, it is because the three-eye tribe people, as I said before, can awaken the third eye and are able to read the poneglyphs with this. So is this true? We don't know for sure. We haven't seen anyone do it, we haven't seen any kind of flashback doing it, but we are told, because there is a conversation Big Mom and Kaido about this, and it should be true, okay? So Blackbeard is a man who prepares very well his moves. He waits and acts when it's more convenient for him, even if sometimes leaves the situation in the hands of destiny, let's say, like in Impel Down with Magellan and all these things and everything. So he takes Pudding to use her on his favor. Problem here is that she is not awakened the eye. And we know this because there is a conversation when they are talking about the eyes, the eye and everything. There is a conversation between Kaido and Big Mom in Wano, and when they announce the alliance and everything, and she says, Kaido asks, "Oh, your daughter is ready," because they allied and say, "Oh, your daughter is ready, so we can actually search for the One Piece and everything, read the Poneglyphs." And he says, "No, the daughter is not ready. We still need to wait. She hasn't awakened yet." So we have that as a confirmation by the mother. Okay, I don't think Blackbeard knows this. I think he just captured her because he knows about the tribe, but he is not aware that the powers are not awakened yet. I think that's a very important part of the story. Honest opinion here, I do not think that she is gonna awaken anything, and I will be explaining further why, but yeah. So we have this arm, okay, in the original design is very pulled back like this. It goes here at the back, okay, it's very ladylike, and then we have here the other one that we are gonna be doing like this. The original drawing, Oda loves to cartoonize everything, and this is very cartoony representation of a girl. The arms are very long, like a long arms, but she actually, it makes no sense to have such a long arm. So I'm gonna just kind of modify a little bit my idea of the arm and that how it will be, something like this, tops, something like this. And it's looking very nice so far. I like it. Let's do one here, this one here. The awakening of the eye, I guess, is something natural, okay? Something that you may not be able to force. And even something that may not all the three-eye people on their prime, when they were more, maybe they couldn't do all of them these things. Maybe it was just a special selection of people with specific conditions that they could do so, okay? It's like not everyone has this type of haki or haki at all, basically. I think this is something similar to that, and Oda will play that card. We will not know until Oda gives us more information, okay? So the problem here comes with the following. So let's say she can't awaken the eye. What do we do with her then? Is Blackbeard just going to release her? No. So I believe Blackbeard already knows or will realize of the Memo Memo Nomi, okay? And not being a combat fruit, a fruit that you can fight like other people in the crew, he will say, okay, you can keep it, I'm not gonna take it, but I will use it to my benefit, I'm gonna use you. I happen to have captured here Garp, so we know that Kusan in Hachinosu fought Garp, and they together they captured him, and they have him there in the prison of Hachinosu with Pudding now, and they can even be talking and everything, and I think he's gonna say, let's take Garp's memories to know more about the truth. Okay, let's just focus here 1 second. I wanna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Okay, very nice, very sweet, and on the eyes as well, very nice, I like it. The eyebrows a little bit. We're missing the hair, beautiful hair that she has, this kind of super voluminous type of hair like this, very nice. Here, and here. Okay. I want to know your opinion about pudding. I want to know your opinion, even if you haven't finished the video, you are watching the video, you can just go to the comment section and write some opinions that you have and what do you think she is going to be used for. She is going to be used quite soon, I would say, and yeah, because I love to open discussion here. There's some people commenting every now and then, and I'm chatting all the time, and I love it, to be honest. So yeah, feel free to open conversation and let's talk about this. Okay. Modify there a little bit the hand, and I think it's looking very nice. Now, I think the time has come for me to start going into line work. I'm just gonna be checking the pen, and let's do probably a 0.2. I like to use 0.2 for the One Piece videos because it's a little bit thicker and we can appreciate more a little bit the design. Where is this one? Here, yeah, this one here, Unipin Fine Liner 0.2 we can use. Okay, so let's go into it. Okay, so pudding will be forced. That is my honest opinion, that I think what is gonna happen with pudding. Okay, so pudding will be forced to use the fruit on Garp, stealing his memories of God Valley, so Kurohige, Blackbeard, can watch it like a movie, and we will watch it through him. Rox Dichebek, Roger, etc., Garp obviously, and all the people that was there, Garling, everyone that was there. And like this, we will be able to see the rest of the flashback that we started with Kuma. The first part of the flashback, we saw it through Kuma's eyes. A member of one of these races that have been eliminated, one of these tribes that have been eliminated. It will make sense that we can carry this story through the eyes or through the means of another of these characters that is being the family or the tribe or the full race is being eliminated, and you are only the last one, like Kuma. In this case, Pudding. That Pudding, with the help of the eye, she can actually do this. One eye, two eyes, three eyes, a bit of the eyebrows there. Funny face there like this, and then she has some earrings, very nice earrings as well, that we make. Like this, and then the hair is a little bit like that. I want to know as well if you have any of the drawings that is your favorite. That would be very nice as well, just to give some feedback and say, oh my god, I like this theory the most, but I like more this other drawing or that other drawing. That can be very nice and very interesting for me as a nice feedback for the channel and everything. That could be interesting. And yeah, we're gonna be making the buttons for the top. She's wearing, as I said before, she's wearing the chef outfit here in this drawing. Okay, looking very nice. So why, you can think, why would Kurohige Blackbeard want to know all these things? Because he, like Luffy, he's following the story and he needs to know all these things. But first of all, he's a nerd of archaeology, and this is confirmed by Oda. Many times, in many instances, Oda mentioned that if Blackbeard wouldn't be a pirate, if he had followed another path, he would be an archaeologist like Nico Robin, and a very good one. He knows about many things of the world and everything. He's a very clever man. He is the most pirate in One Piece, together with Buggy, and this as well has been confirmed by Oda. Many times Oda mentions that he is his favorite pirate, together with Buggy. So we need to keep an eye on those two characters, because they are going to be doing all the time great things that they have been doing already. But I don't get tired of repeating this, because it happens all the time. When Oda mentions, kind of nominate someone as a main character like Boggy and Blackbeard, we need to keep an eye on them because they are going to be doing all the time things and they are very important for the story. All the things they are going to be doing, okay? So, as I said, first of all, he would be an archaeologist, like Nico Robin. Second of all, he is the antagonist. Let's not forget about this. He needs to know these things, he needs to see, learn the things that Luffy learns too, see the things that we as readers know too, be there, be in every story that Luffy is doing, is happening, and every fight that Luffy is doing, so we will need to see this. And all of this will help for the end of the story, because not forgetting that he's the antagonist, even we have Imo and everything, yes, but final guy is going to be Blackbeard. We know this from the very beginning. This is going to be a god versus god fight. Luffy in GR5 or whatever extra 5 that Oda wants to add, but Luffy's god fruit against Blackbeard's god fruit. And you can see this video about Blackbeard. I explained that he is kind of a kraken, kind of a Davy Jones, kind of god of the sea. And in that video, basically I explain why he's able to have 3 fruits, my opinion, and how I think he's gonna go end up ending up with the story, like by stealing the fruit that Luffy has. Oda would not give a power to someone like Blackbeard if he is not gonna steal the fruit of the main character, Luffy. So we don't have that ability to left it on the side. One thing is, if you're a side character, that you may have a very broken ability like Law, and maybe your super ability is not used at the end, for whatever reason, for one reason or the other. But with Blackbeard and the power of stealing fruits, or extracting fruits, somehow, that is not confirmed 100%, his special ability to do that, and to eat multiple fruits as well, we need to see this happening to Luffy. We need to see him taking Luffy's fruit and Luffy having to fight at the end, you know, with pure haki and the fists, you know, like physical fight. That's why he is not relying all the time with the fruit. He is training both. We have experts in fruits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have experts in fruits in the story, and we have experts in haki, like Garb, for example. It's haki user without fruit. But at the same time, we can have people with both of them, and Luffy needs to be the example, just in case he is deprived of one of the powers that he will definitely, he can use the other one. And yeah, I think that is something that I'm expecting to see, and yeah, I think Oda needs to do 100%. Let's do this. Is the top of the shoulder there as well. Here. And now, as we were doing before, we do this part as well. Need to do a little bit of lines to make the shape of the apron, okay? And then these ones go inside like this. Okay, very nice, very sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The little hand there. Very nice. Very nice, to be honest, very nice. So, the third kind of thing about Blackbeard and why the pudding thing and the Memo Memo is, he seems to be a fanboy of Shebek. His ship is called the Saber of Shebek. The Saber is a type of sword. In the latest SBS, someone asked Oda, hey, look at the name of the ship. Are they connected? You know, Shebek, ship and Shebek character. And Oda replies, well, the ship, that's actually a type of ship. Shebek is a type of ship, but I think it goes beyond that, and I think, yeah, it may be connected. So that is a way of Oda confirming without wanting to confirm, because it's one of those big things. He doesn't want to confirm it, but at the same time, he's giving you the information already. So we know that with 100% confirmation that Oda will connect and make Shebek a fanboy of Blackbeard will be a fanboy of Shebek, obviously, and everyone thought about this, and we knew this was going to happen anyway, but with the SBS, it's kind of a heads up, like, hey, what the theories that you are talking is right. That's a point that all of you can note and take there. And yeah, let's keep going forward. Let's do a little bit line here for the shadow then, and then this like this. And this one like this as well. Very sweet and very nice. And I think I would say we can just jump into color. I made the drawing pink because you already know that I always try to use the same color that we have for the character or the attitude of the character or the design of the character. I will try to draw with the similar color. So maybe if it is a character very white or very that I can take more game and more interest with the color with the black, drawing in black, I will draw it in black, but most of the time I try to follow this pattern with the colors. Okay, so by this Oda confirmation in the SBS, we see the fanboy concept, the real concept, like that we are all fanboys of Luffy, Zoro, and you know, you and Blackbeard, we are fanboys of One Piece in general, and we have all these things, but at the same time, it is nice to see this. This is used as well in the fan letter for One Piece. I've done a video, I will put here as well, the fan letter video, you can have a look. It's been very nicely received. And in that video is basically a video made for the fans and the fan theories, the fanboys, the fangirls, and how everything goes in the One Piece world. And I loved it, I enjoyed it so much, but I think maybe coinciding with the release of the fanboy letter, Oda released some questions fan-related that is actually confirming the story very nicely and very, very subtle, let's say, okay? So I think it is completely understandable. It needs to happen, this kind of Shebek and Blackbeard connection, and we will see it like parallels between Roger and Shebek as well, and what happened in the island. So Oda's whole purpose of in my honest opinion as well, as someone who writes his own stories too and do his own characters, etc., is to make her reveal Garp's memories from the very beginning, for the sake of the lore, for the sake of the story. It was never made for reading the Poneglyphs originally. That was the author, Oda, creating a diversion so we could see, yeah, she's gonna read the Poneglyphs, she's gonna be the one that is gonna be facilitating that information for Blackbeard, because he needs to have a way, like Luffy, of reading the Poneglyphs. I think my honest opinion is that this was created in this aspect, I would say, in this aspect. I have my own theory for how. I was just trying to find the pen, the pencil. I have my own theory of how I think this is gonna be going towards, you know, Blackbeard's ideas and Blackbeard's way of having the information that we have, okay? I mentioned it in previous videos before. Obviously, if you have been following the channel for some time, you already know these things, most probably, and I think it may be very obvious if you think about it. So Blackbeard will read the Poneglyphs, yes, by all means. There will be an interesting and real Davy back fight. Poneglyphs on site. Poneglyphs on the same place that we are fighting and gaming with the Blackbeard pirates. There is a video about Usopp and all of this that I explain here, very, very interesting, and how this may be developing. I'm kind of nurturing and upgrading that video, that theory, as I go, as I'm seeing more things regarding Blackbeard happening lately in Naked Saga. But the base is there in the video, and then in the videos after that one, I'm kind of always decorating more the theory, because there are things that can be added to create more lore and more interesting things for the One Piece main characters, in this case Luffy and Robin in this aspect, and Blackbeard. Okay, so Robin will be taken, needs to be taken. There is a mini spoiler in the Foxy Saga, with the original Davy back fight, that it was, everyone was like, oh my god, they extended so much the filler there and everything. There is a moment that Robin is taken, Chopper is taken, and it's gonna happen again. The characters from us, they are gonna be 100% taken, and it's gonna be very cool to see, very stressful as well, because we will not know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna tell you what is my kind of forecast prognostic, like always Nami says, and you will see if this makes sense or not. Okay, so she will be taken, and at the same time that the games continue, the fights continue, she will have to read the Poneglyphs for Blackbeard. Blackbeard will take all the information, okay, because she can't deny to do that. She will be at that point part of the Blackbeard pirates, and by the Davy Jones code, by the Davy backfight code, the pirate code, she can't deny it, and everything will fall at the very end of this Davy backfight, and the very end of the story, that I think this may happen at the very end of Elbaf. Everything will be on Usopp's hands to recover Robin, okay? I expect Luffy to be out of commission or be somewhere else as well, as Usopp needs to be the captain. Captain Usopp is the lie that he has been telling from day one, and it hasn't happened yet. So that needs to happen, and here, in this moment of the story, soon, with a Davy back fight. Even taking as well by Kurohige, you know, something like this, like Luffy's taking, Robin is taking, Usopp's having to step up to say, oh, I'm the captain and I'm gonna do this, because I'm the Usopp Pirates, and the rest of the Mugiwaras, the rest of the Straw Hats, they will have to say, yes, here's our captain, and we found these new pirates and we challenge you, and Usopp is gonna take the lead on that. Absolutely, 100% it's gonna happen. There are many things that needs to happen in this Davy back fight. I explain quite of them in the Usopp videos, as I said before. 3 pirate crews could be involved. I expect Cross Guild to be the third member, the third party involved in this challenge, in this rivalry, because Shanks, I think, needs to die before all of this happens. I'm gonna put Shanks' video as well here, and I think because of this, Buggy needs to be involved. Buggy and Shanks were the kids in the crew when they were with Roger, and Blackbeard was the one in the Whitebeard Pirates. So they're always kind of fighting, and oh, look at that guy, he hasn't slept for many days, blah blah blah, because he's from this island. So there is kind of a connection created as well with Buggy towards Blackbeard from that era that we don't need to overlook, and it's gonna be critical. I explain as well in others of my videos, but yeah, it is very, very interesting. So some of the things I was saying that need to, let's say, happen, okay, in this Davy back fight. First of all, I think Vista, the flower sword, needs to be revealed to be Kurohige first mate, and defeat Mihawk, kill him even in front of Zorro. Quite easily, without effort, he's gonna be stronger than Mihawk at that point, to create a Zorro fright. For him to have a last challenge, to be scared of what may happen, scared of actually this guy was able to easily destroy Mihawk. It's gonna be a real challenge for me, and it may create this tension with Zorro that I think at the moment is missing. At the moment, everyone that Zorro is fighting we know that Zorro is going to be winning, but we don't have a challenge. If, as I explained in my Vista theory, that I put my Vista theory here as well, in that theory, I think he needs to take, when he's revealed, he will show that he's the first mate and he has already Hosu's fruit. We are not going to be dealing with the first captain of the Whitebeard Pirates, the second captain, but nothing with the third. Then the fourth is the one, Sachi, the one who died for Blackbeard to have the fruit, and the fifth left it outside. So I think now we already done Marco, we Ace and Oden. Now we will do Hosu and Vista, and then we had the story with Sachi and the fruit. So at least the main guys in Whitebeard, all of them will be covered, and they connect very nice with the swordsman story and the swordsman idea of cutting everything. We don't see, let's say, we don't see the end of the fight, and there is a promise there when they are fighting in Marineford. Both of them, Vista and Mihawk, they said, oh, let's postpone this fight and we'll keep fighting. Why would you do that? Go into the video, I explain everything further, and it is very, for me, it's very interesting, and I can't wait to see the reveal of that, because if Oda, for whatever reason, doesn't do that, he needs to add another swordsman at the level of them, because you haven't seen any single person, swordsman, to be able to clash like Mihawk, like Vista clashed, and we need to see that, okay? And Oda, if you're watching this video, like I always say, listen to me, Vista, I'll see you when you do the Vista thing, yeah? Second thing, very important, that I mentioned already, Luffy taken. So he can't lead the Straw Hats, and Usopp needs to step up. Or Luffy is somewhere else. I don't think here is where Luffy will lose the fruit, but it may happen very well there if Oda wants to create despair. Everyone is in despair, and Usopp is gonna have to be very, very, very deep in despair to be able to step up there. Even Sogeking needs to come back at some point, even a little bit of help from Sogeking. And but yeah, maybe the stealing of the fruit, I hope, I would like it more if it happens more later, like in the final story, with the final fight with Blackbeard and everything, okay? And then what I said, Robin taken to have to read the Poneglyphs while the rest of the challenge is happening, while the rest of the guys are fighting, and Luffy agreeing to this if he happens to be as well captured. Maybe they capture both of them, and Luffy needs to say, this is the pirate codes, we are pirates, we are not playing here, Zorro as well, we are pirates, you need to read it. Robin is very realistic about the pirate world, and she will say, I need to do this because the law of the pirates, we are not playing, and we need to follow the even if we are free pirates, we have this kind of Davy Jones thing that we need to fight. That's why they weren't able to dismiss the Foxy original proposal, and they said, oh yes, we need to fight, we need to do it. And yeah, so it's gonna be very compelling, it's gonna be very interesting, and oh my god, it is so clear in my mind that it's gonna happen. Maybe it doesn't happen, but I doubt it. I doubt it how Oda is gonna address these topics and these problems without all of this. Okay. Fourth and last thing about these kind of things that may need to happen in the Davy back fight, in the second Davy back fight, is Usopp having to win the final round to recover his Nakamas, or even his flag, or maybe having to challenge Blackbeard himself. They do a round of 3, like in the filler that we saw in that saga. They do a round of 3, they lose Luffy, they lose Robin, they lose, I don't know, Chopper or Zorro even, and they can't fight back. And then Usopp rebuilds, and he says, I'm the Captain Usopp, Blackbeard, and I challenge you to a Davy back fight. Shoots on the air, Blackbeard has to accept, because if not, he will be a coward. And in this second round, Usopp manages to win back his Nakamas, his flag, his everything, and it can be retrieving his Nakamas in that aspect, empowering, having this massive power. It can be very nice to see, I would say. As you can see, Pudding, I think, is critical in what is coming. All the special races, including giants, are critical. We have seen Dorian Brogy as well have almost 2 billion wanted poster now. That is like Crocodile. That is almost a Jonko level, and they were fighting Gorusei naked like they were nothing, and Oda made the Gorusei very weak in that aspect, or Oda made the giants, especially these 2 captains, very strong in that aspect, okay? Funny thing is that Pudding seems to have some sort of double personality, obviously, because, being a good person, but made bad because his mother. But it seems to be good when she's not showing the eye, and bad when she shows it, or kind of something like that, like a double personality. This may play an important card in the game. It happened a lot in Whole Cake, and Oda focused in that aspect a lot in Whole Cake, so maybe I wouldn't think that he may redo it much, maybe just a little bit, but it can happen again anyway. And one of the most important things here is, what are you doing, Katakuri, watching the TV and the Vegapunk message? Aren't you the super brother defending Broly and his people and everything? Don't go and find your mother. Okay, she is crazy strong, and there are a bunch of siblings already chasing her with peros to find her, but Pudding, move your ass from the sofa, take your ship and attack Blackbeard. We liked you, man, we ended up liking you. Move. After that fight with Luffy and everything, we were cheering for you, we want you to meet Luffy again. You are like Blackbeard and like Whitebeard and Roger with Luffy. Just go and save your sister. Didn't you realize, maybe? Didn't you realize? Are you waiting maybe to Sanji first to realize that Pudding, he's been trapped, he's been hostage, he's been taken hostage by Blackbeard, to move? Is Sanji gonna have to kick you as a brother-in-law, let's say, for you to be able to do something? As soon, 100% guarantee you, as soon as Sanji realizes, not even remembering the keys, but as Sanji realizes that Pudding has been taken, he is gonna fly. He's gonna fly to attack Blackbeard, and especially Kusan, if he knows that Kusan is the one who attacked him, even if he knows he has no chance against Kusan. So this will happen most certainly, okay? I will say, when the Davy back fight is happening, maybe she shows up, Sanji gets very crazy, the power of love, he can't hold himself, and I tell you more, he may even lose his everything trying to save Pudding, he breaks the pirate law for the game, I would say. He makes Robin have to be taken, lose Robin, lose Luffy. I think Sanji, in this sense, because the clue that we have with Pudding being captured by them, I think is our weak spot in the fight. I think Sanji is not going to be able to hold the power of love. He's going to be doing a wrong move out of passion, out of love towards Pudding, and we are going to be in very strong trouble. And I said, Robin lost, Luffy lost, and all these things. And you can't break the pirate code in this aspect. We saw it with the Foxy saga, with Foxy himself, and they will have to neutralize him. I don't know, maybe it's gonna be his fault. Maybe Zorro even has to neutralize him and say, behave yourself, and let's fight to recover them. But they end up losing, and it could be interesting to make a full circle with the characters that they are kind of, Oda is showing to be involved in this. Maybe because seeing her, the power of love makes him remember the keys and put the memory back. It can be. We have seen very crazy things with the power of love and Sanji. Love is like a hurricane in the East Blue. They always say that in the East Blue, and it can be. So obviously, I think this will be a massive disappointment for Zorro there and everything. He will need to step up somehow, but he would be very affected as well if the Vista theory with killing Mihawk happens, and he may be very scared or very hungry for fighting, and I don't think the main characters like Sanji, Zorro, and Luffy are gonna be fighters in these games or strong points in these games, because Blackbeard will hit in places that he can debilitate them. By doing this, you leave Usopp as a captain, Usopp leading this whole scenario, And all of this because pudding, basically because pudding. So Charlotte Pudding of the Big Mom Pirates, my forecast, my prognostic, as I said, for going forward is that she is the new ace in Marineford. They will save her 100%. Yes, that's 100% because they failed. Because Ace, it is his own fault, but Ace ended up dying. But this one, they will save her. The capture of her, when everyone realizes that she's captured, is the thing that is going to catapult all of these moves to be heading the story, to be focusing the story in. So this is going to be a very, very busy end of the story. I will say this may happen around mid-Elbaf, almost the end of Elbaf. All of this may happen, and we could consider this kind of clash of crews the Ragnarok. And that is my prognostic, and I hope it happens because it can be very interesting. So I finished for today the video. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. I hope you enjoy the theory, the video, the drawing, the talk, the nice talk today. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and all these things that we do on YouTube. I will appreciate if we enter into conversation, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.